Good morning and happy Wednesday to you. My name is Evan Smith. I'm the pastor at Second Presbyterian Church here in downtown Stanton, and I'm coming to you today for your daily video devotional. Today we're looking at a passage from 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verses 6 and 7. Listen now to God's word. Yet among the mature we do speak wisdom, though it is not a wisdom of this age or of the rulers of this age who are doomed to perish, but we speak God's wisdom, secret and hidden, which God decreed before the ages for our glory. So, in previous passages, Paul talked about how, look, I didn't come with all this eloquent wisdom. I wasn't trying to win you over by the power of my arguments. And so he's talking about we want people to come to faith because of the power of the cross of Christ and what Jesus has done. But you could easily see how somebody might then say, okay, well, I've become a Christian based on this, and now I don't have to spend time studying God's word, right? I don't need to spend time trying to grow. I don't need to spend time doing all these other things. I can just bask in simplicity and let the cross of Christ do everything for me. And in a way, yes, I mean, the cross of Christ does do everything. That's part of the grace aspect. And yet Paul says, but look, for those who are wise, for those who have this sort of spiritual wisdom, we spoke wisdom. And he says, it's not the wisdom of this age. It's not what other people call wisdom, but he said it's God's wisdom. It's this thing that God has decreed before the beginning of the ages for our glory. You see, so we do still need to be studying and striving and pondering the deeper things of God, but we don't do that just so we can then tell others about it and try to you got to be tricky here. We're not trying to ponder these things about wisdom to brag to others. That's what I'm essentially saying. We do it because we're trying to grow. We do it because we're trying to grow in holiness and sanctification, to know Jesus more. That's what's happening here. And there is this wisdom that God has decreed before the ages for our glory. That's incredible. And so there is this huge well of spiritual wisdom. And don't think that just because the cross of Christ is doing these amazing things and we don't have to fear our own inability to share as we wish or to think about how we're not good enough or any of that. Don't think that just because we can trust the Spirit to move in that way that we're then alleviated of the responsibility, the privilege even, of being able to take a drink of that spiritual water, to know God more and to grow in wisdom. Because the spiritual life is always one of growth. And so let us also plumb the depths of this well that we might know God more fully and might grow in wisdom so that we can appreciate what God is doing and has prepared for us since before the beginning of time. And that is your word for today. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please click the like button, maybe even share it on your own page. Thanks a lot. Have a great day and goodbye.